So I just participated in a operating session on Phil Monat's Delaware and Susquehanna Railroad. It's a beautiful layout that has extensive scenery depicting the anthracite mining region and the area between Wilkes-Barre and Allentown, Pennsylvania.
It's so big that it was in two stages.
Yeah, oh no, yeah, this is a fast time.
Are you coming out, Greg?
No, but he's going to be coming in, so I'm going to give him the Jimmy.
So what am I doing? I'm pulling in?
You're pulling in and keep going in.
Of course, Jeff was in my way again.
These little glimpses of trains running I took when my own train was tied up waiting for traffic or passing. This was my train. It was a mixed freight heading from Allentown to Wilkes-Barre. It was held up in this kind of yard area, kind of an industrial area. I liked this manufacturing plant and warehouse. There's also two large yards, so there's always some movement on the layout. The two yards are kind of diagonal opposite sides of the room. This was my third train of the day, and it was an interesting one. It was a short train in terms of number of cars, but I had a caboose, and it was a high and wide move. This manufacturing piece was scale 110 feet long, and so I had a lot of restrictions on my movement. Phil made the car and the load, so I was limited to, I believe it was 25 miles an hour, because this load was so large. Also, I couldn't pass trains moving, and I couldn't pass on curves or in tunnels. So there were a lot of restrictions on both my train and the trains of others. It really kind of threw a wrench into the operating session. It made it an interesting diversion and told a story.
No working with
The purpose of the caboose is because there are people who control the load in the caboose, and they can, since the train is moving so slowly and the clearances are so tight, on the prototype they can shift the load. There's an ability to slide the load from side to side. Phil was saying a 2-foot clearance, so there's pneumatic devices on the flat cars that can slide the load from side to side, and the people who control those are in the caboose. So that's part of. My train was tied up here to let this intermodal train pass me. It was a clear, straight area. They needed to get the moneymaker past the high and wide load. So I was held up here for quite a bit while other trains got moved around me, because again, the clearances are so tight with this piece. This train was actually the first time, this operating session was the first time Phil ran this load. It was a really interesting load. He's still working on it. As you can see, the scenery on this layout is just fantastic. I was very happy to get a chance to operate on it.
What was it?
Yeah, I'm definitely still learning how to operate trains in a realistic manner on these different layouts in the area that I get to go to. I was very happy to get to see this one. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments.